till the blood moon wanes. You will never truly be safe.
Wolf.
So, do you have any comments with Valerie in your real life as well?
Yeah.
Not so?
That she is a bit impulsive and follows her heart. And yes, that's me. That's what I drew from myself. Her.
You'll let her go. We all have secrets.
One of my best friends has been married for 25 years. He's so in love with his wife. They're in love with each other, and it's just some people just find the person that they're perfect with, and then some people don't. And it's just you know, it's some people are just too anxious to get to you know, be with somebody, and then they choose the wrong person. They're just not patient enough, or they just don't find that person, and just I don't know. It's different for everybody, but when I do see it, I think it's amazing. You should hold on to that. I mean, I think people that recognize that they're with the right person are just really lucky.
We're all in danger. Come away with me.
I think a lot of the girls outside are jealous of you, you know, even though you're pretty in success. They're jealous of you for the guys that you have kissed.
It's fun, yeah. There's a lot of people. Kidding. No, yeah. I mean, I've been lucky. I've been able to kiss very attractive men.
Did you feel uncomfortable with the erotic scenes?
Yeah, I think the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. You're just like, it feels like second nature, which I know is crazy, but in our private lives, in our romances, you know, we experience intimacy, and then to do it in front of people is weird at first, and then it becomes, you're like, oh, it's a camera. Nobody's judging me, I'm playing a character right now while I go and make out with this person. It's just weird.
It's time to ask for help.
In daytime, the werewolf returns to its human form. The real killer.
Leonardo DiCaprio, his company came up with this idea, and they created this script that added that interesting layer of the idea of the wolf being a werewolf, which was in some of the most original stories back in medieval times. And I thought that added this whole extra layer, the murder mystery, like you're trying to figure out who is the killer, who has this darkness inside them, who has a secret life. So I love that.
So what about the cooperation with Leonardo DiCaprio? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was really cool. Of course, I admire his work and, you know, his integrity, and he was involved in the in the script and the casting. He came to the set a couple of times, you know, so he's a good...
I've never seen a beast as strong as this.
What about this kind of fairy tale we see in a more adult aspect? What are the meanings? Are there any differences with the authentic fairy tale as we know it from the childhood?
Right. Well, if you look back, you know, there are so many versions. Even before the Brothers Grimm wrote theirs, Charles Perrault, other people had recorded stories of this tale. And one of the central ideas was that the little girl comes to a fork in the woods, and she has a choice. She can either go straight and do what her mother told her, go straight to grandmother's, don't talk to anyone, or she actually chooses in the fairy tale the more difficult path, the fun path that she's getting in touch with her sensuality. She's smelling the flowers. She talks to the wolf. She tells the wolf where she's going, invites the wolf in, invites the dark side in. So the screenwriter, I think, took that path. You know, that's the more interesting path where you learn something.
In a the most mystery way.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Grandmother's. It's coming for me.
Was it difficult to work with Catherine Hardwicke?
No, I mean, the thing is, I don't know if it was difficult, but it was hard to keep up with her energy. But I think that's why we got so much done, because she's just constantly rolling. She's constantly she's just this ball of energy that it just doesn't stop, even when we're not shooting anymore. We're overnight, like she's just creating always in her mind. It's helpful. It's really good for this kind of movie, supernatural, gothic thriller. Like we need that.
No werewolves! It's alive!
What about about Amanda?
She's absolutely stunning and just very soulful. And I thought for this ride where you're going to start with a girl who's passionately in love, and then that love turns to fear when her sister is murdered and grief, and then you have this mystery that she's trying to uncover, and finally she even believes that maybe the person she loves could be the killer. So, you know, that's a wild ride, a fun ride that I want to go on, and she's a great person to go with.
All right.
What big eyes you have.
Do you like functional movies most rather than social, like 13? Are you into more?
I love both. You know, I think I loved 13. It was a fantastic experience, and it came from a very, you know, difficult place in my friend's life. And I'm very interested in making that kind of movie. I, you know, love it. It's a little bit harder to get the money because people want something, you know, fun and an escape, you know, from real life. And real life sometimes is too hard for people to deal with. But I like them both.